Well, how's it going today, tubes? More snow. Freaking right, it's super windy out too all at the same time. Like 50 miles an hour. Oh shit. Icy as a motherfucker out too. So forgot to plug my cord in before I took off, so I had to walk all the way back to the house and turn the power on. So give you guys an update on the snow plowing vid that I made. It's downloaded to my computer now, so it should be up maybe tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, because I'm going to be uploading this one for tomorrow. So, but if you guys want to guess how long it is, I haven't done one of these kind of games in a while. Let's play the guessing game. So I'll give you a hint. It's more than 15 minutes, but no more than 40 minutes. So it's in between here somewhere, so whoever wants to guess can guess. And see who wins, I guess. That's if you guys want to play. If you don't, that's fine. I don't really give a damn. So, but yeah, it's over 15 minutes, but no more than 40 minutes. It would have been a little bit longer. Ooh, I actually planned on making the video a lot longer than that, but the GoPro camera died. So kind of more towards the end it died. So I got a good chunk of video there for you boys. Even though I wanted it to be a little bit longer, but the camera died. So whatever. I forgot to charge it anyway. So that's my bad. So, but anyways, I got everything cleaned out. I'm done. I no longer have to plow anymore unless we get more snow. But in other words, I'm done. It's very icy out too. Everything's just pure fucking ice. But everything's cleaned out. Snowing pretty damn good. I lost about another I don't know, probably about another couple of feet of space, stacking space. There was a couple areas where the snow had overdrifted my stack, and I haven't had the chance to bust them out yet. So I went and tried just a little while ago. It's just hard as it was all ice. So actually, I think what I might try to do, since it's hard as a damn rock, I think if I could lift the plow up, I could actually just go right over it and just stack anyway. Just drive right over the ice, right? I actually did do that once, but I didn't, just in case, it might give way and then I'll be stuck. So I guess I didn't really want to risk it, but cause I gotta sit here in the shop and be protected by the wind, and Big Red's gotta sit out in the. I could have brought him in here, I guess, but he's been covered in the shit plenty of times, and I actually I didn't start till about 5 o'clock, and it's just about 6 o'clock now. Should be actually 6 now. It's dinner time anyways. My mom wants to slip a pizza in the oven, but I told her I was going out for a video. Well, it's a little after 6 now. 6:11 in the afternoon. My mom wanted to shove a pizza in the oven. I was like, well, I'm going out to make a video and stuff. So she's like, oh, Jesus. But we were going to split that pizza in half, so she's hungry, and I'm not super hungry, but I am getting there. So, getting snow in the shop. I don't know how it comes in, but it does. So I don't know what's just coming through the cracks or something. I don't know. But yeah. So that the snow plowing vid, like I said, will probably be up not tomorrow, but maybe the next day. So it's already downloaded to my computer. I put some music over it, except the very last clip. That's the one I was talking in. So, surprisingly, the editing, I didn't think it was going to work for me. I don't know. Sometimes when I want to do editing a video with songs, sometimes it never turn out my way. But lately, it has been. When I did my intro, that actually turned out pretty good. I was actually pretty happy with that. So, you know how the song starts and ends at the last clip of the video, which is just a picture, That actually turned out pretty good. I was actually just pretty damn lucky that it turned out that way, because it would have probably turned out something different. So, but in the in the snow plowing vid, some of the songs, I don't know, they didn't turn out quite right, and then I had to kind of rearrange the video a little bit, and then it turned out okay. So there was another part of the video where I caught, well, you really couldn't see it, but the neighbor's roof over here, all the snow slid off. I got that on video a little bit there, but I didn't want to put music over it, but I didn't want to not put me, like, didn't want to stop the music. So I just had to, I just let the song play in the background through it. So you hear the music, and then you will hear me talking too. So, but yeah. So I noticed that Double Strike, he made a snow plowing vid. He didn't get a whole whack of snow, but he got enough worth plowing. So he was wondering when spring's gonna come. I don't know. We had that same thing last year too. Like, we thought spring was never gonna come, and this year I kind of think it's the same thing. It's never gonna come. It's just stupid. So, but she'll come eventually. You just gotta keep moving the snow until she disappears. So, Big Red's getting all covered in snow, and this summer, I think I've said that before, we're going to have to take the snowplow apart and see what's wrong with it, see where that, I think the sloppiness is coming in. I should have put Big Red in the shop. Oh, it's all hard as a rock, wow. Uh-oh. That's all hard as a freaking rock. Gotta be careful, this is pure ice under this fucking snow. But it's that, the salvage, or not, interactive, or why do I keep thinking other people's names? Double Strike. You know what I mean by that handle where you pull it and you turn the, so you can turn the plow, right, left or right, for angling. Look at that, that's hard as a rock, eh? This is the first time I've ever had to use a hammer on it. I've always been just able to move it by hand. Well, this is yesterday's snow too. No, not yesterday, but that day that I actually plowed. There we go. I like to get the snow off after I'm done, just to get rid of the extra weight. And definitely do this in spring because I know the plow will start to rust all the shit. Now you can see this silver thing here. Let's get this out of the way. See this thing here? That's so I can angle the blade left or right. Well, down in there, wherever the head of the hammer's at right now, there's supposed to be those slots for angling. And see, now I got the blade straight for stacking or ramming or whatever you gotta do, right? Well, that hole, or it's not a hole, it's actually just a notch in the frame there, it's actually getting pretty wore out. I don't think I can make it move now because I think I ran into this stack of, I hit the snowbank. So that's unfortunate, but I didn't want to hit the brakes, so I just figured, well, Big Red can crash into it, he'll stop for me. But the springs are getting loose again, so I want to replace this goddamn thing, but I don't know what the hell it's called. So, to that new guy that's watching my videos, would you know what they call this? I'm pretty sure you could get replacement parts. Well, you have to. What are you going to do when they get wore out, right? I'm due for a new one. I think I probably could get a couple more years out of that, but I want one on backup. So, yeah, get rid of some of that snow. And I need a new cutting edge. I need new shoes. I'm going to get the top deflector for this too. And try to, maybe if I can get that tool, try to reclamp that. Or try to put that new Dewey on. Or that, whatever Savage and More was showing me about there. So, but Camera's all freaking wet, son of a bitch. Oh well. But that's what we'll do, I guess, to make the snowplow last for a couple more years. So I guess I only have to get about 2 or 3 more years out of it. And I think once we do that, we'll be okay. Instead of getting another cutting edge or wear bar or whatever you want to call it, I'm cleaning off my lens here, by the way. I'm just going to get the floating edge. Apparently, from what it says in the book, it'll keep the plow from digging into the ground, especially in muddy conditions or soft conditions or whatever, you know. I guess it's good for gravel too, I guess, apparently. So it'll be good on the gravel roads. Because I don't really want to grind into the gravel. You wouldn't believe earlier on this season when I plowed that road. I think I was, if I can remember right, I think I was the first one to plow that road for the season. I don't think the road grader made it down there yet, so I went and knocked the road open there. And of course, the gravel's not frozen. It wasn't frozen at the time, so I was picking up gravel everywhere. So of course, when I got close to the neighbors there, I had to slow down because I didn't want to fling gravel into their grass. I didn't want to whack their mailbox either, so I don't get close enough to the mailbox. I probably should when I do plow because the mailman's got to be able to get in, so. But whatever. But yeah, they're talking a little bit of cold weather. I guess just in the 20s pretty much, so it's still pretty good, but it's not going to be the 30s or 40s like I want. But the 20s is nice too because it will allow the river to, I guess, maybe kind of unthaw a little bit, and it won't, all hell won't break loose. You know, if it were to all of a sudden, like tomorrow, hit 50 or 60, and it stay like that for a week, or even on, for the rest of the season, that could really be a problem because that river is gonna really unthaw over there, and all the snow is gonna melt in a hell of a hurry, and that's not good because the ground's still frozen. So where's that water gonna go? It's just gonna sit around right on top of the ground, and of course it'll find the easiest way to get in to like a basement or something, which it does at my place here, so can't have that. So yeah, I got to get new skid shoes too. I'm just going to replace these. These seem to be, and they're not super wore out. I mean, I probably could get, if I really wanted to push my luck, I could get a few more years out of them. But it's the thing that I shouldn't have to really be using washers to set my gap between the cutting edge and the ground. So, but on these they were messed up, so I just had to use washers, which I got plenty of washers, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So I kind of wish too that I could buy I don't know, maybe someday I will. I'm even thinking about buying another winch. It's gonna be a Warren though, of course, just for a backup, because I know that this Polaris one probably ain't gonna last. I mean, it's gone the whole season. I probably could get another 4 years out of it, just like I did with the other one. But I'm trying to take it a little bit easier on it. That one guy suggested not to lift the plow up while it's still rammed into the stack, because then you got to lift the weight of the snow too. So I'm trying to avoid that. Sometimes you kind of have to, but that's if you're. Sometimes that's nice to have the weight on the front if you're trying to back uphill and it's a little bit slippery. You got the little bit of extra weight on the front wheels. So, but I kind of figured out that if you start picking up the plow right before you get to the stack, you'll actually stack the shit a little neater and a little higher. This time I didn't really bother. I just took it to the stack and I left it. Actually, I got a brand new stack now. I couldn't even stack to the old one there, so because the snow drifted over and I didn't get to it in time and completely froze up. I can't believe that stuff froze up, and then the stuff all the stuff that I moved out behind the house. It was a little crispy. It was a little crunchy, but she wasn't too bad, you know. I just tried to take bites out of it pretty much. I didn't use the full blade, you know. That just puts too much stress on it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of hope that plow's not bending. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that there's such a damn angle between this thing. If I can just zoom in here and show you. Let's see if I can zoom this camera in. See that angle there you got going on there. You got to remember the plow's sitting up, but I don't really. I mean, it's always kind of been that way, but I kind of think over the years it's slowly bending itself up. I don't know what I could do about it, you know, if it gets too bad. I would have to probably bend it back somehow. Either just buy a whole new frame again, but, you know, I don't really want to have to buy frames. I could keep the plow, the blade, you know, that's all still pretty good, and the springs they seem to be okay, but I think they could use a little tightening, but they are getting their good use the past few days, you know, because every time I would hit the hard packs of snow or whatever, the blade would actually kind of start doing this, so you know that those springs are working. That's the first time I've ever seen those springs move in 4 years. Out of the whole 4 years I've owned it, that blade has never moved. So I don't know, maybe there's too much tension on the springs, but I don't know. I'd rather have them nice and tight than loose, you know. So yeah, I checked the oil and Big Red there before I fired them up. I didn't bother cleaning the stick, but I probably should have. But it kind of looked like there was still plenty in there. So he doesn't seem to be bitching about oil, so I don't know. But you can definitely tell Big Red's definitely hard on fuel. So I don't know. Well, I mean, that full tank of fuel, depending on what you're doing, honestly it could last me a whole month. But if you have to constantly move snow or move trees or cultivate or whatever, you know, yeah, it goes down quite a bit then. But if you're just driving it, like if I just drive it to the farm daily, which is, you know, it's only a couple blocks away, so I'm not really burning much fuel. You know, of course, I burn more fuel just idling than I do actually going to the farm. So, but it could last me a month, and it's only 4.5 gallons. So, same with the tractor, that's only 4.5 gallons too. So, that's just nice. For this, you know, for this size of an ATV, you think you'd have a little bit bigger tank, but. I've been okay with 4.5 gallons. It lasted me quite a long time. So, but yeah, but they were talking about less than an inch of snow, so I don't think it'll be worth plowing, unless there's, you know, a few drifts here and there. But I might swing past the farm there and just see if there's any drifts going on along the road there and knock them out. I doubt there really would be any, but. The winds really got bad for a while. They're not so bad now, but when I was out plowing, they were like 50 miles an hour. Now it's only probably about 40, maybe even 30. So I don't know, but yeah, right when I took off, or right before I was about to take off, all hell broke loose outside. Just tons of wind and tons of fucking snow. I mean, I couldn't even see, well, when I was plowing the back of the yard there, I couldn't even see the neighbors across the street, well, on the east side of town there, or the west side of town, I mean. I couldn't even see them. And the deers were out. There's a couple of deer that were out in the neighbor's yard here, you know, the north neighbor here, and he puts out feed for them, I guess. So. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I probably wouldn't really want to waste money on it since I don't get to make money off it, you know, or pet them or anything. They're wild animals, so I don't think I would really waste my time feeding them. But if they want to, it's fine. I don't care. Do what you want. You know, it's your money. So yeah. But yeah, like Devil Strike was saying, he was wishing that spring would come. Yeah, I definitely do too. I just think this crap needs to end. It's been such a long winter. You know, it has been. I don't know how many months it's been, but you know, it's been quite a while, and I think we're all getting tired of looking at it. I think even, oh, there goes a good chooch. I think even if we had the right equipment, you know, if I had a snowblower on the tractor, I think you would still, you know, you would still get tired of it. The first couple of months it's fine, but then after that, you know, it's like serious. You know, that's the way it was for me when it started snowing for the first time for this season. I was okay with it, but now I'm just getting tired of it, and it's been snowing so damn much. I mean, a lot of people didn't even get snow. Well, they probably got snow now, but back, you know, a couple of months ago or something, they didn't even have 1 inch. Although I wonder why all their bullshit was coming here. But then finally changed direction, went back their way, went to Devil Strike's house, and now it's coming back kind of this way again, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it was definitely nice to get those few days of nice weather. That was pretty nice. It gave us a little break, but that doesn't mean that I'm raring for more snow again. You know, I'm not really looking forward to it. So, but yeah, I think another thing too I'm kind of worried about too is I'm not 100% sure if this slop's supposed to be in there or not, but I can't remember from when I first bought it, but come on. Come on. There's getting to be a lot of kind of like some slop in that, in the quick attach too. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's always been like that or what. It probably has been due to the fact that it's quick attach. But man, do I ever put the fucking load on that? I'm surprised I haven't broke those hooks off yet. There's those little steel bars that come out. You know, that's where the plow hooks onto. Like I said, it's just like a 3-point hitch. You got the 2 hooks on the bottom, and then you got the one on the top. That's for the, you know, the winch. I mean, it looks like they're a solid chunk of steel, but you know, I'm sure that they would make more of those, you know, bracket duties, but you know, I really shouldn't have to keep buying them every, you know, however many years. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think that doesn't really seem to be too bad. I don't think they're bent either. So after, you know, almost 5 years, you know, of freaking tons of freaking bullshit done to it, you know, it still seems to be fine, I guess. So it's just the plow that's got all the problems. So that, whatever. I think that the cutting edge, but I'm gonna get a floating edge. But all that crap that I'm gonna buy from the plow, I think I'm just gonna buy it probably off eBay if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I can, because I'm not going to my Polaris dealer because he's stupid, and I don't really want to do much business with him if I don't have to. If I were to have a major breakdown with Big Red, you know, then I would have to. But, you know, for the small shit, I might as well just buy that on eBay or on a different website. So, but that's all going to have to come in spring, not now, because I just need to, and I could buy the cutting edge or the floating edge and that kind of stuff now if I wanted to, but wait till spring to put it on. But I'm going to have to put that plow back here, and we're going to have to really take a good look at her and see what the hell's wrong with it. Hopefully we can just get the welder up and running and just weld it all back together there a little bit, and hopefully that'll hold. It probably would hold for the first year, but you know, after the second season of snowfall, it probably would be wore out again. Well, it's done good for 4 years though. Last year there was a tiny bit of slop, not too bad, not that I could notice. But now I just notice it, and I know why my plow is not straight. Like it's not level like this. It's kind of got like a lean into it. Well, that's because I'll show you here in a minute. But there's these little dewies on the bottom that allow you to adjust this, so how much grinder, if you don't want to grind or anything or stuff like that. You can adjust that through, through the springs too, but the main part of it is down at the bottom. I had set one of those, but I could not set the other one because it's these things down in here. These things right here. See, this one's not set, but this one is. See that? How there's a difference between that? That's why this plow kind of, I don't know how it went like this, there's, but there's not too much slop in that, I guess. A little bit, not too bad. We're running through some blows. But yeah, you just loosen the bolts, loosen your springs, and then you can adjust it. I already had adjusted it once because it just wasn't sitting right when I had it level on the ground. It just seemed like it was back too far. Like if you had it actually like that, you would never really move much snow. You wouldn't be able to really. You got to have it more so it's more straighter up or more this way, so you can throw the snow a little further. So, but I think I got that set. I just have to set that other Dewey. I had tried it 1 year, but it just wasn't working for me. So I said to hell with it. So actually, when I ram piles of snow, I bet you that son of a bitch is digging into that bolt too. So, but we'll take a good look at it in spring. Take her apart. And since there's not much to it, I should be able to put her back together. So, we'll have the whole summer to work on it anyway. But I like to have my stuff good to go for for the winter. So, but yeah, hopefully we can get her done and ouch. And hopefully she'll be good to go for at least a couple more years anyway. I think next winter, I'm probably going to have to really get selfish with the space. I just seem to be losing more of it every year. Like this year, when I was behind the house here, this little bit here, I cleaned it all out. Took it a couple of, well, I think I took it about 5 feet further to the shop. And I just lost about 10 or 15 feet of space for stacking snow because it overdrifted. And of course, when you get those really big drifts, even if they're soft, you just can't stack it because it's higher than the four-wheeler. So it definitely freaking sucks. If I had the loader on the garden tractor, the little one, I could stack it a lot higher and get it up higher too. But I think that's probably the only thing I would do with it, if I had the loader on it. So, but frick it. But if I do, like I said, I'm getting that chunk of money, in a couple of years or so, or however long it's going to be. I'm just going to get me a bigger tractor. I'm just going to be done with it and put a front end loader on that bitch and put a 3-point blower on it, and maybe I'll get a pusher for it too. I don't know. That we should be fine. Bigger, it'll just be a backup. I will probably still hook them on the plow, but just for a backup. So, well, actually, yeah, I'll have to anyway because, well, yeah, you can get blades for the tractors too. You can mount them to the front end loaders, I guess, but I don't really care for that too much. So, but Big Red would probably, even if I did get the tractor, he would probably be at least plowing the road to the farm. But that would be most likely it if I did have the big tractor. Because I'm not going to snow blow it because there's too much. It's too slow and there's too much gravel and crap on it. So you'd just be better off just just to freaking blade the shit. So, but yeah, So, still quite windy out, but not too bad. Freaking bullshit. Hopefully the snow's not going up the exhaust pipes. Well, we'll find out when we fire them up. We'll just push it all right back out. So, but yeah, so there's some other stuff I was going to talk about too, but I can't quite freaking remember. But yeah, I'm definitely, I think I'm caught up on my videos now. Because this one's going to go up tomorrow. And then, I think, yeah, then the GoPro vid will be up the next day, hopefully, if the computer don't blow up. So, but man, that was, I think that video was made on the 13th. That's when I, was videotaping. I don't know, it's like the 15th or the 16th now, but holy crap, it took me a long time to son of a bitch that video together. Well, that was one day when I was going to see the doctor, and somebody, I guess, unplugged my computer, and then I come home to it being dead, so, and I was like, I'm pushing the button, it wouldn't start up or nothing, I'm swearing, I'm cussing, I called my sister over here, she's like, what the hell, and then I bend over, like, oh crap, it's not plugged in, so, somebody knocked it out. It was either me when I left, or it was my mom when she walked in. Sometimes she's got to have it bang it into the dewey that plugs into the wall, but it's always in the way anyway, even for me. I trip over the son of a bitch quite a bit myself too, so I want to kind of wish I could route that son of a bitch different, but I got the main plug-ups, or the plug-ins, used for my light and my fan and other crap like that. The other thing is too, Double O Strike said that he wanted, well, he didn't want, I don't know why the hell I keep saying that kind of stuff, but he was telling me to go with a 30 amp plug-in for the house. I honestly think I'm probably going to go higher than that, because if I do it that way, I don't know, I might just put power back in here, because it ain't going to matter, because he's got to come here anyway. Now, yeah, it would be cheaper just to have him fix it at the house, but then I got to turn around, find $1 million cable, and I run from the house, and I'm not even sure if you run that, you plug it right into your outlet, or if you have to hook it up into the, I guess he calls it the pony box or whatever, the pony panel or whatever that guy said, and if you just plug it in that way, I guess like hook it up, screw it on, or whatever the hell it is, it would just be more of a nightmare for me to have to do it when I could just have them put power back here and then that's it. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem to put power back here. I just got to get the right kind. Which is, make sure everything's got the right amount of voltage or, amps. Which the welder takes about 20 to 80. Plasma cutter, I think, takes about 15. So not too bad on the plasma cutter. Unless it was 20. It was either one of those, I don't know. The air compressor, that's about 15, so that was pretty good. And then all the lighting, that's however many amps, that's going to be running on their own dewey too. I'm actually going, if they can, put a plug in up here, have them tee in a switch, an on-off switch for it, and then these two lights that are above the workbench, or above, the ground here, will be on their own switch. And then the one above the workbench will be just, plugged in that thing there. See, this thing here I'm going to keep in. This setup. It's going to stay in here regardless if I have power put in here anyway. Because once I get those lights on their own dewey, then I'm going to have an extra dewey. So then I can run even more lighting, small lights off it, or the angle. Well, I don't know if I would dare run the angle grinder on that, but I guess it would probably handle it. I think that's rated for 15 amps too, so the only thing that would be plugged into it would probably be this light for sure, unless I have it changed, I don't know. And then any other lights, side of the video's crooked, but my arm's kind of messed up here. And then they'll just I'll either plug in more lights, or I don't know. Or I'll just plug in my charger deweys for my camera or my phone or whatever else I got to charge up, right? I might even plug in my, I plan on maybe someday I might put a radio in here. I got a small radio in the house there. And then, I'm going to get a clock too, but I got plenty of those battery operated clocks. I got quite a few of those in the house, so once spring comes, I'm going to put one of those clocks back here too. And because I need a clock back here, so yeah. But I mean, the way he was talking about the power Dewey, I mean, it looks like it can be done because he did it. You know, so I mean, it's goddamn. It's just a thing that I don't really want to mess with the wiring too much. I mean, I'm sure he would walk me through it, you know, or anyone would probably walk me through it, telling me kind of what to do, but I don't really know if I want to deal with that kind of a problem. It would just be easier to let the professionals do it and be done with it. And plus, some of these walls I might kind of want to insulate. Like, I definitely want to do the ceiling because I don't use the ceiling, so and do that, and then I got to put a brand new shop door on here too. And I guess he has the electric garage door opener on his setup. I guess it's running off that Dewey too. His door must be a little bit bigger and heavier than mine because I don't really need it. I don't need it for this one. So I don't need a garage door opener. This door is light enough that I can just do it by hand, so it's not a big deal. But the big garage door up at the house, I need a new garage door there too. I need a bigger motor because I don't know what the hell they put that little motor on for, but I mean it seems to lift it, but you can definitely tell where the chain rides in that groovy thing. You can definitely tell she's doing a lot of this too. So plus I blew a spring and a cable, which I guess I could just buy replacement parts, but fuck it. Let's get a whole new door. That door's not even airtight anyway. That garage would probably be a little warmer if it was airtight. Same with the shop too. It'd be a wee bit warmer. So, but whatever. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm just let you guys know some stuff, I guess, and stuff. I'll upload this video tomorrow and stuff. I want to get Big Red back in the garage before he freezes. Gets getting covered in snow anyway there. But yeah, I'll be definitely glad when spring comes. I'm getting so freaking tired of this bullshit. So I'm definitely getting tired of it. So once I know the snow is gone for good, I'll start taking this plow apart and see what's wrong with it. Because you know, even if there's a piece of metal, I know some people will probably say, well, maybe it's just a piece of metal that's been kind of curled up a little bit. Maybe that's the problem, but see, it ain't gonna matter. Even if you do bend that back down, there's a chance that it could just all of a sudden break right off, either from you bending it with the hammer, or just from doing this all the time. You probably should just cut that off and just weld on more. So I'm not even sure if the weld would hold. It would probably shear off in a while too, but because I'm not gonna lay it on real heavy. I can't because I got to be able to keep some room in there for the handle. And if I put too much on, I'm gonna have to get a hand file and hand file it down a little bit, and so the handle can just barely fit in there. Or another thing I could do too, I didn't think of this. If I don't know what it is, maybe it's either the mount that's making it slop, or it can't be the handle. I don't think. But I was thinking, if I take the handle off that you pull to angle the thing, maybe if I just weld on more steel to that, maybe that would eliminate some of that slop. It would tie me over for a few years anyway, or a couple of years anyway, but I don't know, we'll look at it and see what's wrong with it. We can't really plan on what to do with it because we don't know yet, so we got to get her in the shop here and tore down and figure out what's wrong with her. But I'm not going to tear her down either until I know I got the stuff to replace it all with. I want to get that cutting edge off, rip it off, put the new one on, put the top deflector on, put the new skid shoes on. I probably should take those bolts out too and get some new ones because I don't think I have any of that size. So I probably should take one out and get a few of those. So yeah. Yeah, I seen that double strike. I was watching your one video. Um, you hooked you finally got one of those battery tenders. I don't know if it was for one of the ATVs or something or whatever it was. I still haven't gotten mine yet. I kind of want to get one for Big Red, even though I don't. Big Red's never needed one because the battery's always been so good in it. You know, I mean, after even just sitting for 2 weeks, I fired Big Red up, and he's fired up right away. You know, there's a little stiffness in him, but he seems to run okay. It's the tractor that I'm kind of worried about because the battery I don't think is the best. Like, it's not a high amp battery, not like the one that is in Big Red. The battery in Big Red is a high amp battery, so it really cranks out the juice. So I don't think it's the same for the tractor. So, but I definitely would like to put a battery tender on that bitch. Same with Big Red too. I think I should just shove one on him. I hope I got room on those frickin' connector doohies. I'm probably not gonna be. The battery's too high in there. Frick. You'd have to take that front panel, throw that front rack off. And I think I did one time, but I just didn't think there was any space left. But I don't know. We'll figure something out. I gotta get a couple of those too. Those battery tenders. I think I got the link to it. So I looked on Northern Tool to see if they had them, and I don't think so. But I know that eBay has them, so I can get them on eBay. I know the Double Strike. I think you showed me the one from. I think it was from Walmart or Target or something. I don't remember what the hell you showed me. I mean, it was the same brand, but I don't know what store it was from. But I went and looked on eBay, and they have them. They even got the extra, those extra doohies to put on the batteries, right? It's the opposite ones from those alligator doohies, you know. It's the ones that you actually put on the battery and then you just leave them, right? Definitely want to get those too, but the problem is with Big Red, I don't know where I'm going to run the wiring through. Because it's got to come out the front. So I'm thinking, or I could just hang it underneath there too, but I don't want the fan to suck it in. I was thinking of maybe going out where the winch comes out, maybe. And I could just zip tie it to a bolt or something, that would be okay. I could even come out, I could even come out of one of these holes here too. I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but come out of one of these holes. Probably this hole would be, well, that's for this doohy. But I could come out of here or down out of there. I don't want to cut this grill out, so. But I could even just come out of somewhere out of there and just zip tie it to something, you know. So it's got to stay somewhere where it can't get, you know, too much water on it, even though I'm sure it's waterproof. But with the tractor, I think I could probably just go right through the grill and just zip tie it. Either just let it hang there or zip tie it to the grill guard there, or the bumper or whatever, you know. So. But yeah, definitely, I think Big Red's probably going to need a new exhaust pipe pretty soon. Well, I mean, you could get many years out of them, but I just hate to see them all rusted. I mean, that exhaust pipe's rusted. There's a one muffler, but it's got dual exhausts. Come on, dude, man, why are you so stupid? It stops, but I'm not telling it to stop. See, it's got the muffler there. You can see one of the little holes coming out, or the pipes. But the whole thing is getting to be rusted. And the same thing with that, with the exhaust pipe coming out from the muffler down to the motor. That used to be kind of like chromed. Well, not chromed, but like a silver color. Now that's all brown and rusted, so it's kind of a disappointment. I mean, you could get them replaced if you wanted to, but I think we'll just run until she blows a hole in her. Or if she gets too rusted, I'll replace it, but I don't know. So, but yeah, I still got to get some touch-up paint for Big Red too. But I think I'm probably going to have that guy do it. Well, the racks I could do myself, but for the paint, he would have to probably do it. And I hope he does a damn good job doing it too. He did okay on the stickers because I had some of those safety label stickers replaced. I think this one's actually due for a replacement, but yeah, this one was fine, but you're starting to get kind of a rip in it now. But I had this one replaced. I had this one replaced, and I think that one over there was replaced too. So yeah, and I think this was replaced too. I think so. But now this one has to get replaced. Oh yeah, and I had the one on the back of the rack replaced too. See, this used to be white one time, but now they got it black. So I had that replaced because it was pretty tore up. But I should have had them do the racks too, but whatever. So I know a lot of people just rip those damn stickers off. Well, I think that they should stay on, especially for I don't know. I think it makes them. The machines look okay with them. It doesn't matter. So did I ever have this one replaced? I don't think so. I think this is still the original one. I don't know. Maybe that one, the front one here, was replaced too. I don't know. It's black, so I think they used to be white. So, but yeah. So, yeah, nice story, huh? Well, yeah, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna probably take off. I think I'm done bitching. I'll be glad when spring comes, man. I want to get Big Red a bath. He's not that dirty, but now it's got cat puke all over it. Nice going, kitty cat. Thanks for puking all over Big Red. That's so freaking awesome. So, it's frozen on her now, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to wait till fucking spring. It's on the rack, so I'm not going to hurt it. And if it stains it too bad, we'll just have to get a new one, I guess. So, well, it's rusted anyway. It's got some rust stains on the Dewey. I used to put the chains. Right here. That's all freaking rusted to shit. So, because the rust would rub off the chains and then sit on the freaking Dewey. So yeah, awesome. I know I wanted to clean those. I want to clean the racks off, and I want to clean the rims off and stuff. So, but usually in springtime, when the snow starts to really melt and you can run through it with Big Red, it cleans the rims off a little bit. They get covered in snow again, so get some of the crud off. But I tell you guys, all the steel things that are on Big Red don't take long to rust. 5 years down the road, they're rusted to shit. So, because the exhaust pipes all rusted. Whatever the wheels are bolted to, they're all rusted. The drive shafts are all rotted or rusted. And I know too that if you don't use the front Deweys for the so the plow goes up and down on the mount, if you don't use them for the whole year, for the whole summer, by the time winter comes again, they're rusted all to shit. See, now they would probably be nice and shiny and clean because it's been doing this all fucking year, all winter long. So they're probably nice and shiny and clean again. So in the winter time, she's pretty rusted. In the summertime, she's pretty rusted. So. But anyways, boys, I guess I'll give you kind of a semi-warm, grimy, cold start. Big Red, I'm taking off. I'm going to take off, boys, so I don't want to get in. I'm getting cold. Another long video. So, yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, too. See you guys later.